Well, welcome back to The Gloves Are Off, here with Amanda and Andrew. And of course, this next one, it'll be the red card on Sepp Blatter. Now, we've been talking about him all year, of course, but now he was officially suspended 8 years, along with Michel Platini, I think I'm saying his name right, for conflict of interest. Of course, Platini had a $2 million payment given to him. And good old Sepp Blatter playing the victim card all along. So I just kind of want to know, do you think that the league is really trying to distance themselves from Sepp Blatter? Do you really think that this is a step in the right direction, that they are trying to target corruption in FIFA?
Oh, you hope. You hope eventually they're going to get this right. And you hope that FIFA finally realizes that this guy's not what they need. The greatest thing about it, it's the commission that he set up for all of this in ethics is what he was all for. And he set them up, and he was their biggest fan. And they're the ones that come and bring him down for the stuff he does. So you kind of hope that FIFA's finally got it through their head that this guy needs to go away for a while, and basically just not come back. And hopefully in 8 years he's not around for soccer purposes.
Yeah. What do you think, Amanda?
Yeah, I would fully agree with that. It's funny that he's saying that they're going against him, but like he said, that's what he wanted it there for, right? And now he's saying that the board should be the one that makes the decision on if the president leaves, and it's just entertaining.
And just the denial from that one. So it'll be interesting to see if this.
Until you die.
We'll see if this is kind of the first steps for FIFA to trying to maybe wrongs or correct some wrongs that have kind of happened. All right. So talking about correcting some wrongs, we got NFL. We got a big suspension handed out in Odell Beckham Jr. And of course, totally lost his cool in Sunday's game. He's going to miss the spotlight of the Sunday Nighter next week. His antics against Carolina Panthers. The crazy thing about it, he's the first offensive player in NFL history to be suspended for a helmet-to-helmet hit. And we kind of saw the footage there of that. Just want to know, do you feel that the punishment was handed down enough? Some people are saying one game was enough. Others are saying wasn't enough. Do you think Odell Beckham Jr. should be sitting for more games than that?
No, I think the one game was good, especially at this point in the season with 2 games left. And they're trying to get berth for postseason, right? So I think one game you're taking one of the best players out, one of the best receivers in the league. I think he learned his lesson from that. I mean, the thing is, it led up to the whole game. Like, it's the talk and everything led up the week before, and so it was just he let his emotions get together, get the best of him, and so one game's good.
Do you think, though, that the allegations are true where he said that there was some slurs sent his way, the whole threatening with the bat coming out during, like the warm-ups and stuff?
Oh, who knows? I hate when we talk about this because it's like you have no idea of knowing what players say. And and we've just talked about Burrows, players say whatever they want to get under the skin of a player. It happens. We all know it. We don't talk about it. And eventually, when do you draw a line and say, okay, well, now we're finally going to talk about this player. We're finally going to talk about what this guy said he's going to do to this guy. Eventually, it's just like what happens on the field no one can talk about unless we're going to start putting mics in everything so we can hear them.
Which they do, though. They do have mics on everything. Their game day footage is just, or their spectacle is amazing. But here's the thing, though, is do you feel that maybe he's, a star in this league? Maybe he just let the emotions get to him. You were a player. It's little things. We see stuff like this where you just in the heat of the moment something happens, but for something like just continuously throughout the entire game, just going out of his way to target, players.
I mean, it was definitely a two-way street. But he was the one that let the emotions, it took him out of his game. I mean, I don't think he made his first catch until halfway through that third quarter. So he was so focused on that emotional side of the game and just trying to retaliate. It took him, good for the Panthers. They found a weakness in him and distracted him from the actual game. So.
And I bet in some point in your career you've had a coach say, stay on that player and do whatever it takes to stop them.
Exactly.
And you've gone out there and done it, and you've probably done some things you probably were like, oh, I can't believe I actually did that.
Yeah.
You took some fouls that you're like, well, that's what a coach told me to do, and that's the way it was. That's sport.
Yeah. It's true, though, because I played soccer, and I remember saying some things to some girls, and now I'm just like, wow, I can't believe nothing too crazy. But, yes, I get it. Heat of the moment. It happens. This next topic we're going to talk about is a little bit of a fun topic. PK Subban, of course, plays for Montreal Canadiens. You'll get your French broadcast. Well, some French, commentator or French language group asked the French commentators, hey, you know what? Don't call him PK Subban. We're going to call him the French pronunciation, which is PK. So, yeah, I know. I love the way when they talked to PK Subban when he mentioned, if they're going to change the way they call my name, why don't they just call me Denzel? So I love the joke. When you hear stuff like this, what is your first thoughts when you're hearing about something like, instead of going by PK Subban, we hear French names get slaughtered all the time by other, speakers and some other names, European names. Andrew, what do you think?
Slaughter PK though. See, this is the things I'd love to say what I actually feel, but I don't think Newcap really would want me to do that. So
Maybe not.
no, probably not. But let's look at some other players. Jonathan Taves. Clearly his name is Toes. We shouldn't even be questioning that. That's how his name is spelled. We should have a rights commission on that.
Yeah, no. How about you for something like that?
Yeah, I just think call him the way it's supposed to be. Like, I don't really see what the big deal is. Like, depending on where a player goes in a country, like, they always try to respect the name and say it. So I think it's just kind of a waste of an argument.
You know what? We're going to be like, next time highlights, we'll be like, and PK, I mean Denzel Subban comes down, huge hit. We're going to you might as well give him his little offer, what he wants, right?
You should almost get his Twitter at Denzel Subban. That'd be the greatest parody account
That
ever.
would be great. All right, we're going to take a quick break. But after the break, we have over under. You're not going to want to miss it. We'll see if Andrew can keep his win streak going. All right, stay tuned.